yesterday. Like I went in there and I'm back. I'm back out in these streets, baby.
It's about time.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
what
I've hibernated for a year, man. I've been in seriously, man. I've actually haven't done anything. I've chilled out. I wear my mask. I've been safe. It's been a year. I'm back out here. I got because it's I work out in my garage, but it's not the same, bro. It's just not the
of
same,
course, yeah, right.
because I was able to go in there and kill legs, and I was able to run. Yeah, I'm back out here in these streets, bro.
I've been doing simple stuff at the crib, man. I went to Five Below. I got like one of them big old bouncing balls, right?
Hmm.
I don't. It's been so long for me to since I've worked out. We worked out at we had this our neighbor trained us, but he had his own studio. But like 3 months, nothing. I I do going to the gym would be ideal, but I got to start off slow. But I've been doing like simple stuff for the past week,
Hmm.
and I've noticed a little bit of change. It's crazy if you just do something every day, simple, not strenuous. The results just from that. You ain't
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah. You'll
lifting
see the
1,000
result. Like
pounds.
I was good in my house, but when it got cold outside, I couldn't
Hmm.
run. See, once I stopped being able to run, I started losing my damn mind
Yeah, yeah.
because I
See,
couldn't get, and that was like, when I run, that's kind of like a meditation. I kind of just, I push all any kind of bullshit I'm feeling, whether it be me or, somebody else's bullshit that I'm letting affect me. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be just
yeah.
my own bullshit that I'm dealing with,
Of
but
course.
I get to run and, I let, that's kind of my release from it. Some people may go home and drink or smoke or, sometimes work out. I like to, run and just kind of let that shit just run off me while I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, like the stress is I guess for me it's different. If I'm able to do nothing, that helps with my stress. Or if I'm reading, I love reading. I really
mhm.
do. I just don't do enough of it. That's because I always put it to the side. It's either, I'm rushing myself to know the information. And so it's just it's I don't know, it's different for everybody for stress, but running does help. I mean, because you're just moving and it helps your mind to keep moving as well. For me, at least.
Yeah, well,
But
yeah, that's because, like I say, I be done snapped on somebody ass. That's why.
so you
Seriously,
saving
like,
the world
yeah, I
from you.
s- basically somebody be done got some shit that wasn't meant for him. So I like to run, but I'm pretty good with not doing that. But sometimes if I'm stressed, like I like to let that shit go on the weights or running. But really running outside, man, I really started to enjoy running. I didn't know how much I liked running outside until I wasn't able to do it anymore. Because like I ran out one day and it was cold, and man, when I came back in, man, my chest from breathing all that cold air in, and I had like something over my face too. It's just my body ain't, to go because
Yeah.
it was just I think it's just it wasn't here. It wasn't a gradual change in weather. It was like I was running in 65 degrees, and then the next thing I'm running in fucking 40 and with a
Yeah.
or 35. I just went from that extreme because it just got cold. It just got really cold.
Right.
So I think that kind of once I did that and I came home and I felt like I was wheezing and my chest, I felt that shit on my chest for like a couple days.
You
I
thought
couldn't
you had
run.
corona.
Man, I didn't know what I had. I thought I might have got the flu or something.
Yeah.
Still, because my body temperature was hot, but I was breathing in, all that. It was cold as hell outside, and I'm like,
You,
man, I'm not running in that shit no more.
it's funny, man. Off topic. This is straight left field.
That's fine.
But it deals with, being hot and cold. Like, what happens to the body when it does that? Like, when you go from temperature to extreme temperature to another extreme temperature, like within minutes, like why do we get sick? Because I've seen where it's not, that doesn't cause sickness. I've read like in
Well,
some
I
book.
wouldn't say that I was sick, right? But my chest, just my lungs and shit. I guess because I'm running, so I'm sweating,
Right.
but and so I'm hot. When you run, your body hot, so it's throwing up my core temperature. But that's like if you notice when you run, you supposed to. If you ever see people running, a lot of people you may see them have shorts on, but they'll have
Mhm.
like a bubble vest and they'll have a hat on
Right.
because you don't want your chest to get cold and you don't want your head to get cold. Those are in your feet. So those are kind of the things that get you sick. You know, having your head, especially me, I'm bald, having my head exposed, you know, sweating and then all that cold air hitting it. I don't
Yeah, like what happens to your body though? Like, is it usually when you get sick, it's a virus, right? So
I
when
guess that I don't know if that's I don't know,
it's a
man.
lie, it's a lie from the CDC.
Man, you call it a lie all you want. When I came in from running and that cold air was on my chest, I felt terrible.
You probably
Like I
touched your face.
no, I didn't touch I'm outside by myself, knucklehead.
Yeah, but you probably like, cold. Whew,
I had
you probably
I
touched the
had a mask
germs.
on. I had like the with the holes cut out.
Right.
Like I was
Okay.
I was out there. I had gloves and everything on, but I was just I was taking in deep breaths of that cold ass air.
Yeah.
You know.
Forget that.
Yeah.
I go walking around like every morning. One lap around our neighborhood is like half a mile.
Hmm.
So I just walk my dog around that half a mile for the day. I do the little squats with the little big medicine ball. Then I do 30 perfect push-ups with the little handles, and then I didn't worked out. but I'm revamping myself to get back in it because I was going good for a while, me and Lene.
Yeah.
But once our sessions died off, we were trying to do stuff, and then like
Hmm.
we just stopped. Like it I was going to my homeboy house to train, you know, self-defense and stuff, but that slowed down,
Oh,
but it's
it's
picking back up.
okay. So it's saying I'm reading something from Runner's World. It's saying breathing in that cold air, your lungs work to warm that air up for your body to keep your body temperature warm.
Ah,
But when you breathing in that cold air so fast, it can't warm it up, so your body temperature drops. Which
okay.
yeah,
Which causes
you to
like
be you to get sick. Yeah, you don't want your body temperature to drop. Yeah,
ha ha ha
your
ha.
body is
Okay,
supposed to be like 98 point something degrees and
right.
shit.
Within that all the
Right. So
time.
yeah, so you sweating and your body temperature dropping, you breathing all this cold air is fucking you up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And therefore, probably something that's already in you, your immune probably drops,
Yep.
and then it just catches fire. Okay.
Basically.
I never knew that. I just thought that was a silly assumption
I
sometimes. Like,
I never well, I only felt it. So I didn't know, I just see people running outside all the time. So but I guess they accustomed to that shit. I'm not used to that shit.
mm,
My
that's
lungs
just,
ain't built for that shit.
yes, it takes me a minute to get back in it. Like,
Yeah.
especially with the cardio. Like
Mhm.
we bought a exercise bike for the crib. Oh well, I talked
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that
you
yesterday.
told me about that. Yeah, with the pedals.
Well, we do that as much as we can or want to,
But
but
even still, like my garage, right? I got all my equipment in my garage. I got this little heater, and it was so cold a couple days. I turned the heater on. That shit, it didn't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's
right.
like a couple days I didn't even work out because I was like, it's just too cold. So I'm going back to the gym. That's just my final assessment. I found a time. I had talked to somebody there, like when I was doing my little vlogging, because I vlogged the whole thing, except for the workout, because I didn't want people to see me in there struggling, being back in the gym for the first time. But I was telling them, I was asking him, I said, yo, this time, uh, such and such. He's like, nah, man. At that time, it's never more than like 10 people there. And I had my own little aerosol, the disinfectant spray. I was
Yeah.
spraying everything.
Don't they provide that?
Yeah, but
Do
I
they
don't want to
provide?
touch their bottle. I touch my own shit. I'm not touching nothing.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I could go back to the gym now, but I just don't want to.
LaWanda
I'd
be
rather.
I told LaWanda, I said, I'm going to the gym. She was looking at me crazy. All right. I said, yeah, all right, my ass. I'm going.
Yeah, she don't want you to get jacked
Well,
up.
I ain't going I'm not I will say this. I'm not gonna play basketball. That was really my reasoning for wanting to go back to go play basketball.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna play. I'll just get there. I'm kind of getting in there and out. I'm not even in there for longer than like 40 minutes, maybe 30 minutes at the 35, 40 minutes at the max. I'm in there.
Hmm.
Yeah. Then I'm out.
Shoot,
I go in there, run for like 10 minutes.
that's all you need.
I work out. I
Right.
hit every. I hit. I don't take no breaks in between working out. I just get in and get out.
Right. Would you go anywhere else? Like, would you do since you're going back to
No, 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 no. I
gym?
ain't, I'm just partially back out here in these streets.
Yeah, you. I thought you was all the way.
No, 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 no. Hell no.
So
I
would
went. I
you?
went by. I went and got something to eat for my son yesterday. He wanted some Wendy's, and I drove by Chili's. Man, that shit was packed.
With people inside?
Eating. I was like, oh hell no. I wouldn't even.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's not it right now.
No, I'm talking about
But
pack.
but what if there was limited seating, like a theater? Like it was like only about a few people can come
No,
in
I'm
at it
good.
to
I'm good on that.
really? You wouldn't go? Even if it
No,
was just a few people in
I
there?
don't give a fuck if it was Avatar 2 coming out. And not the Airbender one, though. Avatar by James Cameron. If that part 2 was coming out only in movie theaters, and I love that movie. That shit, I'm gonna have to wait till that shit come on till it starts streaming.
Everything's on HBO Max. Yo, HBO Max is gonna have all the movies this year
Oh yeah.
in the theater and online. So they're
Oh,
gonna do,
so you'll be able to see them in theater and online?
yep. Well streamed.
Yo,
Yeah.
movie theaters about to go out of business, bro.
Nah, I don't think so, man.
I'm telling you.
I think they're gonna get smart. The business is gonna be gets a lot smarter. They're gonna draw people in through other attractions. So you'll do this and that,
What they're going to have
not
to
just
do
strictly
is movie theaters are
movies.
going to have to come up with like AMC online. That's what I'm saying. Like the theaters aren't going to. There's not going to be as many theaters. There'll still be like niche theaters for like Studio Movie Grill where you go sit down, eat,
That's
and
what I'm
have some
saying.
liquor. But I'm
Right.
saying just overall, where it's just a bunch of theaters everywhere, how it used to be, it's not going to.
Yeah, I don't.
I
I
don't
don't
think.
know,
I don't think
man.
that's going to work. Maybe. I'm saying. I don't
Only
know.
be only because you know there are a lot of movie goers. Like people do like the theater
I do
still,
too. I would rather like. I like to go see big movies in the theaters. I'm not
and
gonna
that's
lie.
gonna bring them in. And then
But I'm not
maybe,
going. I'm not going to that shit.
well, even after COVID, that's what I'm
After.
saying.
After. When is after?
Well, it's trending down like the
Where?
cases
No, they're
overall.
not.
Is
No, they're
there?
not. When? Since when?
Today I have a coronavirus checker on my phone, and
Check it.
it tells you when it's
Check it.
rising or falling. And I checked it today, and it said that it was falling.
Oh, okay.
So let's check, because I was surprised at it too, the way everybody talking. So yesterday there was 166,000 cases,
Okay.
and um, it's got a big graph, and there's two states that are the cases are rising, but like 38 states they're falling, and 10 states are flat.
Is that
So
just by like what? One day?
let's see if you get. I don't know if it's backwards, but
No. You know if you no, it's what's the name? Because when you do the west you have to mirror cast it. So as long as you mirror casting, it'll be
oh, okay.
it'll show.
But yeah, did you see it? Did you saw?
Yeah, I seen
Boom.
it.
So the trend is falling in the
That's
United
just
States.
for today though.
Yeah, that's for the whole, like, since these
Oh, they just got one more. Just went up.
but it's falling everywhere. I mean, that's
I guess.
encouraging.
Look, I guess, but it was just hot like a week ago. It was just going up like drastically.
Right. Yeah. Just a week ago it was going up.
Right.
And now the 29th from the 11th is falling. We're seeing stuff from October, like the November cases match today's cases, new cases every day. So that's encouraging. Hopefully that vaccine is really blocking that shit to where, you know, people are taking it and not me. And then I just stay away.
Uh-huh.
Excuse my language. I didn't mean curse. I'm trying my best not to curse.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm preparing to live. Do you see it up there where it say preparing live? in the corner, or is it just on my screen?
Just on your screen, since you are the administrator.
Choose how you want to start setting up your video. I ain't got time for all this shit we recording right now.
You can do it now if you want.
Done. All right, I guess, are we live? Go live. Let's see here. Go live. Oh
You
shit.
can probably. Yeah, I
This-
see it. It's live on Facebook now. I
Is it?
see it. Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
You got a PS4? Oh yeah. Posted video.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
You looking at us on Facebook?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's because I shared it to your page. But
Uh-huh.
it should be on my page too, shouldn't it?
I'm looking at it now. Yeah.
How can let me go?
I
Oh
just like
man.
it.
I need to stop this. Hold on, let me see.
What,
So it's
you wanna
on.
do-
Is it on your page? Why isn't it on my page?
Well, it is.
This is janky. See, glad we doing this on a Saturday morning. Wait, oh, there it is. I'm on the wrong goddamn page. Oh, let's see. I want to close that out. I just want the comments. All right, that's how we do that. I gotta mute it. There we go. Are you watching it?
No, let me take to it.
Well, no, I just got the comments. I guess we.
Well, it's live, so
Yeah, it is definitely live.
dang, I was gonna ask you something. Uh-huh.
What was it pertaining to?
Um, I didn't totally forgot. Oh, we need to start. We need to go ahead and do one episode. Let's schedule it where we stream a game, where we play something.
Okay. Yeah, we can.
We'll
do that.
figure that out later.
Yeah,
But
we'll do-
since we live, hello everybody.
yeah, hello everybody. Anybody that's watching right now. I don't
Yeah,
know, but we just trying this live. This is just really a test run. We're really recording for the podcast, but we're trying to see, different ways we can get it out there. So right now we streaming live. I think.
Watch this on your TV. Oh, yeah,
So
it's one person. I think that's me.
you the only person watching.
I think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still early, but anyway.
Yeah, that brings to the top five. Do you want to do top five now, or do you want to get into more of what's going on now? Cicely Tyson.
Yeah.
She passed on. Yeah. So, how do you feel about that? Me personally, I didn't really, I didn't watch her like that, but I knew who she was because she's, prolific Black actress.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really dive into. I don't. When I, as I got into movies and film, I didn't see a lot of her. Unfortunately, but she did live a long life and she was a good one. But I didn't really know her work like that. I didn't, and that's unfortunate. And it's because of what was in front of my face. There weren't a lot of her films. I probably saw one with her and Richard Pryor back in the day when she was a camp meeting counselor or something. But yeah, it is sad though because it's just the presence.
That's a legacy. Yeah, I'm also with you. I've seen some of her work, right? I've seen a lot of the dramatic work she's done. She was on like a lot of Lifetime movies and things like that. That Lawanda used to watch Lifetime Movie Network. back when we had
The worst
cable.
channel ever.
Oh my god.
I don't like Lifetime movies like that. There's some that I can watch, but they got to be like a murder mystery or something like that.
I'm not
That's
a
it.
Lifetime. I don't watch Lifetime like at all. She used to put that shit on. I'm going in the other room. I'm out. Yeah, I'm not
Well,
watching Lifetime
but
Movie Network.
she was on there. Cicely Tyson
Yeah, she did
was.
a lot. If I'm not mistaken, she did a lot of those
How come I didn't
Lifetime
know?
Movie Network.
And usually my mom would want to watch that stuff, and I would, at least see a few
Hmm.
on TV just because
Right.
she was watching it. Young, I never seen. I don't, Cicely on any of those or Miss Tyson. But yeah,
Mm.
it's just
And I think she played like a lot of like back in the day, um, kind of
like slave movies and stuff.
slave early
Period pieces. Let's say that.
yeah, not only just slaves, but just black struggle pieces, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, man. I don't want to be speaking bad on her name, but I know she did.
Typecasted. That's what it is.
Well, back then, she's been acting a long time, so she basically probably had to be typecasted, to be honest with you. So
Yeah, and during that time period, black actresses weren't really given the opportunity unless they fit a profile.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
even in
like
the
I'm,
90s.
I'm kind of looking up her name right now. I'm about to Wikipedia just to see some of the stuff she did, so we don't be because she probably did way more stuff than we.
Oh yeah,
Oh wow, she's been acting since she started in 1956. Wow.
yeah. She's prominent in movies
Oh, she was in
and
Fried Green Tomatoes.
I only seen the last part of
She
that
was
movie.
in Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Medea's
Yep,
Family Reunion,
yep.
Idlewild. I remember that. The
The
Help.
Outcast. Yep, she
She was
was.
in a lot of movies.
Yeah, but if you look, think what were those movies? Idlewild. That's a period piece.
Yeah, mostly
The
period
Help.
pieces.
Period. Yeah,
And she was in some Tyler Perry stuff because of Win Dixie.
I've
Fried
heard
Green
of that.
Tomatoes was definitely a period piece.
No, that was more like the
Wasn't it?
90s. No,
No.
that was modern at that time.
Are, are you
It was just
sure?
country. They were
Ain't
just
that with
living in the country.
ain't that with the big black dude in it?
No, the overweight woman in the chair.
No, the big black husky dude.
That is
Are
the
you sure? You sure that's
that's
not
with
Fried Green Tomatoes?
Tom Cruise.
That ain't with no Tom Cruise, man. What
No,
is you
no,
talking
I
about, dude?
said
The
no.
big
That's I
the
didn't mean Tom Cruise. I was saying I know who you're talking about. Michael Clark Duncan.
yes, him.
No, yeah, no, 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 no,
Oh, that's Mississippi Burning.
no. It's the Green Mile,
The
bro.
Green Mile. I knew it was green something, bro. Yo, come on, man. Don't be like that, bro.
Mississippi Burning. Bruh.
That wasn't even the same. Is that the same actor in Mississippi? Was he in Mississippi Burning?
Um,
It was a big black dude in Mississippi Burning.
I never seen Mississippi Burning. My
I,
parents didn't let me watch that stuff. That stuff.
I don't remember it. I think I seen it, but I think I'm probably was too young or wasn't paying attention to really
Mm-hmm.
understand the full effects of Mississippi Burning.
Let's see. It's crazy. So how do you perceive like the back then the films back then about like the black experience in America as the ones now? Like I see a lot more militant type films when talking about the black experience now than I did back then.
Well, they didn't want to show that. They didn't want to show
Right.
black people uprising. Um
Like Rosewood made everybody mad. Remember
yeah,
that
they don't
movie?
no, I don't remember that
Oh,
movie.
you don't remember Rosewood?
No, let
It's
me look
John
up.
Singleton. It was about Rosewood, the city of Rosewood, and I think it was a riot,
Hmm.
and it had Ving Rhames in it, and he was hung, but he got out the noose somehow. and it was
Wow. Yeah, I'm reading it now. That's crazy.
but that was, man, that made black folks mad at
Yeah,
a
they
lot of
didn't
white
want
people.
they didn't want no, and back in that, like I said, going back to that time, they didn't want pieces where black people would kind of feel some sort of um pride and strength
Of, well,
and
yeah,
unity.
that stuff was phasing out. Like that was, well, the the depth of how it covered the society kind of died off. It was, that was the decline, and then, and it started. Film started looking different. Like
Hmm.
more black films were like not comedic, but more like
Comedic, actually, yes, it was
but they
very
were real.
comedic, or it was
They weren't
very like hood.
slapstick. Yeah, but those were real experiences. That's why they were so good. Like Boys in the Hood was so good because it was, that was really what was the issue. That was just some of the issues that was going on. So it brought more light to it. I felt like Menace to Society brought more light. Menace to Society, South Central, Boys in the Hood, all those films, they brought more of light of what was going on.
Yeah,
It was real.
more or less in like LA, because around that
Of
time,
course.
it wasn't as bad for me like that. I didn't, and I live, where, in the projects it was bad, but it wasn't like
Right.
Menace to Society or none of that shit.
That's because it was in Hollywood. Hollywood had was access to
Well, they
films
want
and
to make us,
movies.
but they want to make
So,
us look a lot more dangerous and a lot more savage.
well, most of those, well, if I ain't mistaken, most of the films were made by black people.
Yeah, I guess so. But I guess
I don't know about the
back in those
producers.
times with the Bloods and the Crips, right? The Bloods and the Crips, they were wild back in those times. So it was a lot of gang violence and shootings back in Compton
Right.
and all that. So I can't really
But see,
speak.
again, all the LA was home of Hollywood, of course, and it was home for motion pictures. So though, although well, the people that lived in those neighborhoods, they had, physical access to dive into the film world out there. So people from, that's why a lot of films were based out of LA or New York. Like black filmmakers came from those places and they
Oh yeah,
had
Spike
access to
Lee.
that. So they
Yeah, and
had
all
access
that.
to all the film stuff. And so they were able to, meet people, develop the stories. That's why, you, like you said, it was a lot of Crips and Bloods. Well, that was where it started. So now
Well, that's
they
where
were
I
able to
first
tell their
got
story.
introduced to like Crips and Blood. I think it was
Yep. Same here.
what was the movie? I can't think of it. Uh it might have been South Central. Is that where the little boy got shot in his back
I
when he was
think
still in the car
so.
radio?
Um, that is
Where
South Central.
dude was like, Rocket don't smoke. Rocket just chill. Rocket bust a cap in a nigga. You remember that?
Yes.
That was my shit.
Dang, I'm shaking everything. I
Hey,
want
I
to
was
say
so
it's South
influenced by
Central.
that movie. I tried to change my nickname to Rocket when I was younger. When I
See,
was in the projects. Oh yeah, I was like, oh, he's the most gangster nigga in the planet.
but it's funny. All those movies had there was some type of redemption at the end. It was always a way out, and that was like the lasting
Right.
thing on most of those movies. Only like
I
Menace
kind
to
of hate. I kind of
Society,
yeah.
he died. Oh, dude, the main character. But
Oh, what's the one with Lorenz Tate? Dead
Menace to
Presidents.
Society. Oh,
Dead
Dead
Presidents.
Presidents.
Yeah, that
That's,
was good.
yeah, that was real good.
Yeah, but I
And
think Friday, if we thinking about movies back then, I think Friday was kind of like the first actual kind of hood movie to kind of get it right, to where it ain't just all violence the whole goddamn time. Because in the hood, we do have fun. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I didn't have fun in the
right,
projects, but it was also people dying and people getting shot and people getting beat up, and it was bullies and it was hustlers and it was
yeah,
pimps and it was drug addicts. But it
yep.
wasn't just, sometimes people, in these movies they make it just so, it's always so dark, and it wasn't always dark in the projects.
No, I mean when we go
Shit,
visit
y'all used to
grandma,
come visit.
Bro,
from Atlanta.
I always wanted to
Yeah,
stay with grandma and grandpa.
but those projects were better though. Like
Those were
Jasper,
the nice.
Jasper was like the crack didn't hit Jasper as hard or as fast as it hit Lakeview.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Because I always used to think Atlanta was bad. When I used to go up to Buffalo, I used to be like, man, it's so safe up here.
Well, that's because in the projects everybody knows you. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Everybody knows you. I'm out there. Everybody know grandma, granddaddy been out there. Shit. You know, our parents grew up in those projects. You know, we like third generation out there.
Right.
So it ain't, everybody knows you in the projects. So
Right.
it will feel safer than if you out, in a neighborhood where you ain't really, it ain't, because in the projects, somebody done borrowed something from somebody before.
Right.
Somebody done helped somebody do something. You live too close to people. You can hear the conversation. If it get too loud in somebody's house, you can hear it. In
Right.
the projects because y'all right on top of each other. Y'all share a porch, so your neighbor is really you gonna know who your neighbor is. Out here, shit, I don't really talk to my neighbors like that other than hey, good morning and keep it moving.
Y'all need to have a
I'm good.
neighborhood meeting.
I don't know these folks.
Get to know them, man.
Nah, I'm good, brother.
Golly, just be nice, man.
I am. I say hello. I be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, we have small talk, but I'm just not.
I
I
know.
don't know
I'm just
you.
kidding.
I don't know you. Be like, hey, you want to come over for dinner?
You know,
So,
how you feel about how the NBA is going?
um, hmm. It's interesting. It's exciting with the Nets. Being seeing what that's seeing if they can just continue to outscore people because that's what's going to have to happen. They're going to have to outscore, and they can. They got three of the top five scorers in the league. So
Mm-hmm.
but when crunch time come and one of them miss and one of them don't get the ball or thought they should have got the ball, how is that going to affect the chemistry? It seems like I don't know. It seems like it looks better when it's just two of them on the court at one time. Having all three of them on the court, it don't seem like that's a good idea. Maybe if you start it like maybe the first 5 minutes, then take
Right.
one of them out and then just rotate them like
I just
like
so
every couple minutes, rotate one in, one out, one in. I don't, and in the last maybe 5 minutes, have them all out there, but to continually have all of them out there at the same time, I don't think that shit would work from
yeah,
what
it
I
doesn't
see.
matter like your level of play. If your role players aren't on there, then you kind of butt heads, like you're going against each other because of the skill that's on the court. That's why those teams like that didn't work. Like, okay, let's look at the big
Well, it's just
three.
who gonna sacrifice, because it's different with them because even in Miami, right, you had basically two wing players and a big.
That's basically yeah, that's what I was about to go. That's the what
Yeah,
I was
but
saying.
out
Different
basically you just got three wing players. You got three ISO ball players, three top
exactly.
of the key ball handlers that need the ball.
The
They
most
base
effective
yeah, they
way of big
basically
three.
in Miami they just sacrificed Chris Bosh.
But man,
He
people don't give that
sacrificed
man
his game.
respect.
Well, I'm saying Chris. I think Miami would have been better if they played through Bosh actually, because
Really?
of yeah. If they just started getting him hot, if they just in the beginning, I even think Cleveland would have been better if they had went through Kevin Love, and and just use. You got to
Right.
realize in Toronto, Chris Bosh averaged like 25 and 10.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
LeBron and them could get there. I think they should have just kind of got him going. Got him on the post, got him going, worked off of his game, and then just let them, then kind of sub him out, and then do the LeBron Dwayne Wade thing.
So you
Because
think they would have won that first championship when they went?
of course, well, they just got out coached. They still should.
Mm-hmm.
They got out. There's no way they should have lost to Dallas. They just got out coached. They were a better team. They just got out coached. It's just that simple.
A lot of that may have dealt with LeBron's ego at that time.
Well, I don't know if it was ego or his just him
Some would say,
dealing with all that pressure from uh leaving Cleveland to go to
yeah,
Miami to create a super team the way he did it. being perceived as weak, being perceived as, soft, and oh, you'll never be like Jordan. Jordan did
Fourth
this, and
quarter, you can't. You just three
now, yeah,
quarters in.
now you so he and just that was, you got to realize that was their first year together.
Right, but they were, but
But
no
so
excuse
now
because they made it to the finals.
they did, but what I'm saying is they didn't have no real clear roles of. I just think, I think that finals they lost that because I think Dwayne Wade should have been Dwayne Wade and just realized what was going on. I think D Wade should have just started taking over in the fourth quarter like he did against them in 2005, 2006. Or get somebody, because if you see this dude ain't, because it's still, at the end of the day, it's still three of them, right? We put all this on LeBron. Somebody else could have went into kill mode if you see this dude ain't. I'll put it this way, with them, with the Nets, I guarantee you, if Kevin Durant ain't closing in the fourth or is passive, Kyrie or James Harden gonna go to the hole or gonna take over and try and score.
Right.
See, that's, I think so. LeBron, people try and make LeBron something he's never been. He ain't never been like, I don't know when he's been like Kobe or Jordan. He's never been like that. He's never been that guy in the fourth quarter who's going, he's done it, but he's just never been a consistent takeover. Oh, I'm gonna take this game.
Throughout his career, yeah. I think now he's starting to catch on. Finally.
Yeah, but
past couple finals.
Yeah, past couple, but it's like he was supposed to do that shit when he was in his athletic prime.
That's why I say he's not better than LeBron James. And you can even question,
you mean better than Jordan?
I mean Jordan, yeah. LeBron James isn't better than Jordan. And you can even say Kobe was better than LeBron James. You can even argue that. Based on
what you got
his finals.
Are you basing it on?
Are you
basing it on basketball abilities, or are you basing it on certain criteria? Because, like we say, with for boxing instance, right? They say Floyd Mayweather ain't the best. He's not the best ever at what? Is he not? He's at boxing. Boxing is hitting and not being hit.
Right.
He's the best boxer. He's not the best fighter.
Right. I can agree.
That's what I'm saying. So is LeBron, when I say is LeBron, is he the best basketball player?
Right.
Or are you saying is he the best closer? Because when you look at the stats, other than scoring, his stats is better than Kobe and Jordan. Other than scoring.
But okay.
So what are we basing?
We're basing on the dominance of the league, how they dominate teams, how they.
But what I'm saying is basketball player. Are you ranking? Okay, so if we rank, what do we rank? Points, rebounds, assists,
all
steals, blocks, ability to make people better.
Okay.
So if we rank that,
okay,
who's the better player?
So now you have to talk. This is my argument with that. Now you have to look at the time period they were playing. I think we talked about this.
Yes.
You have to look at how the game was played during that time period, that era, and you have to then you have to look at where were they ranked in that era. But like, were they the best? Okay, no, because you can't compare them against each other head to head as far as just because they played in different times. They're playing in different climates of basketball. Like back then, the coaching was different.
And back then they weren't shooting 1,000 goddamn 3-pointers. They shoot more 3-pointers nowadays than they do 2-pointers.
Now they're soft. It's soft.
But not now. Listen,
now.
Let me ask you this though.
Compared to then. Yes.
Maybe, but check this out. But they're also more skilled. Compared to them.
Nobody's what I'm
saying
about
is how many people
crossing over people in the 90s like that.
Right, but how many people could dribble like Allen Iverson or were like Allen Iverson back then? Like
Allen Iverson was the game changer of the league.
But what I'm saying is you didn't have a bunch of you can be big and you can be physical, but
Right.
if I bring you to the top of the key and you got to check me, it's
Right.
only it wasn't a lot of shifty people that got handled or tall people that got handled. Now
Right.
people are more skilled. So
Right.
all them rough
Right.
players, what they gonna do? You gonna foul out
Right.
and you can't score points.
That's when the league changed.
But
They
what I'm
knew
saying,
that that was effective.
but check this out. What if
So that's
so
the
what if
point.
you drop Steph Curry, right?
What
Now,
you mean?
defensively, if you drop Steph Curry back in the 90s, defensively, yeah, he
Okay.
a liability. But
Hmm.
someone who's shooting, ain't nobody gonna be able to check him on the wing. Ain't
Of
nobody,
course.
nobody's used to that.
Nobody would probably draft him high back
Of course
then.
not. No.
So that means the
But
climate of the
but what I'm
game
saying is, as
is
soon as
different.
he got to the league and he started shooting them threes with that kind of
Okay.
handle,
Yeah.
no, who's going to be able to stop him in the
Well,
90s?
again,
Who's going to be able to check someone that can dribble,
okay.
who can shoot off the dribble?
Okay. Okay. Again, going
Because
back
even
to
if you
the
look at, you know who Sharif Abdul Rahim is?
no.
He used to give people buckets, but he can shoot off the dribble. He was different. A lot. You
Right.
got to look him up. So those kind of, it's all about eras, man. You're right. It's about eras, and I don't think it's. I just look at what they can do as a overall basketball player.
Right. But you can't compare the game. You can't compare the two times they played against each other to determine. Wait. Let me. Because you
Well,
said a
we
lot.
lie. I did say a lot.
You said too much. So here's my argument. Let me think about what I think about this argument about the best of any sport. Because you can say Tom Brady's the GOAT. Yeah. But if you look at this man's career and you put him up against, let's say,
My favorite quarterback is Joe Montana.
okay, Joe Montana. Let's say you put him up against Steve Young. Let's do Steve Young.
Joe Montana is
Against
better than Steve Young.
Okay. How many championships does Joe
Joe
Montana have?
4. Steve Young only has 1.
5, right?
Joe Montana has 4.
Who has 5 championships back then? Was it Steve?
Maybe I don't know. No, Steve
but-
Young only have 1.
Okay, let's
But as far as if we going based off of championships,
But
and
see, that's the
NFL is
thing.
different.
It's-
NFL is different.
right. Listen, because you're going this way and that way with this whole thing.
That's you.
Listen. When you're comparing players from different times
Right.
that haven't played against each other that were great, you have to look at the person. I've said this. I'm repeating myself. You have to look at how they impacted the game during that time. Jordan was number one. All like players, teams feared him. They hated playing against him. He was trash talk, whatever, all that stuff. And he was good. Like defensively, he was dope at that time during that skill of play, that skill of basketball. Every finals he went to, he won.
Correct.
During that time, competition was deep. I mean, you had to play well against a team that was in 10th place. Even 10th place, like low seeded teams were good. They were good enough to beat you. You probably could dominate them, but you'll get into a good game with a 10th seed or somebody in the 10th standing, whatever, however you say it. But back then it was different ball. Like you couldn't, like nobody was getting touch, like one little touch. They let you play basketball, man basketball.
Well,
but that's what I'm saying.
Very physical. Very physical.
And you had to play the game that way. So now
Jordan did get beat up.
Yes, he did.
And I did say when we talked about this last, in this era, Jordan probably would score 50. He would average 50.
Possibly, because
he would get a lot of calls. Prime, yes, he would average 50. Because he would be at the free throw line probably like 20 times a game.
Exactly.
So, I get it.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
That's why Michael Jordan is the best basketball player to ever play the game.
But we can say that, but then some people who are older than us, right, will say who Wilt Chamberlain, or maybe Oscar Robertson. They talk, so it's about eras. It's about what age group. Like people younger than us, right? Somebody that's in their 20s will probably say LeBron James is the best basketball player ever.
And that's
Or
understandable.
and somebody younger than them may say Kevin Durant is the best ever,
But
or
see,
Steph Curry.
right, and that's understandable. But then, I mean, we all know that you got to take that with a grain of salt if you're just talking about from 2008 to 2000 now.
But you got to realize that's what the game is now. And who made the game all them threes? Steph Curry is the one who made the game shoot a million threes.
Exactly. That's why
Okay.
team. If you
So
got
that's why
success,
when
if one team has success with one player, the way he plays, they're going to look for that same guy out there. Trey Young for the Atlanta Hawks.
but everybody's
Luca,
shooting threes now. That's what the game is
a-
about.
and it switched to that type of way you play the game.
So
Now
20
you
years
gotta.
from
Now you
now,
gotta. It's gonna change again because the game, because football's changed.
exactly.
Running backs you had to get the dude, the running back from college that was a beast. Now you can get a good running back third round,
Easy, undrafted.
undrafted. You can go to some practice squad. It's
Oh,
like
Cam said, "What about Kobe?"
Kobe
See,
is
but
second.
Cam, my sister, but Cam's is younger, so Kobe to her is like.
Compare them.
But I'm just saying,
You have to compare. It funnels down to
see
did
where
they win the
Kobe kind of
finals?
messed up is he played in Jordan's era and LeBron's era, so he's kind of he's sandwiched in between two eras really.
But he
He
held it down
in
during
both
those
of them,
times,
in both
and
of
he
them.
was always dominant. Over has LeBron James beat Kobe in the finals?
They've never met. In
They
the
never met in the
finals.
finals. Well,
Nope.
guess what? If they played in the same era
If
and they
they
ain't never
play in the
seen each
listen,
other,
if they
well,
play in the
somebody
finals,
sucked.
listen, if they played in the finals, I
Kobe.
will give you this. I will give you this. If they played in the finals
Mm-hmm.
and their teams were evenly matched,
Mm-hmm.
Kobe would beat LeBron.
Okay, I was about to say.
I'm not.
Hell
But
yeah.
if that's the only, yeah, because Kobe's going to try and, I don't know though, because maybe LeBron don't like, I don't know, man, but I feel Kobe. I would put my money on Kobe
I'm
because
putting my
Kobe's more
money
of a
on.
killer.
I'm putting money on Kobe's, um, Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron.
Yes, in the finals, I would take. Listen,
Shoo, bro,
but
you could even say K. Well, give KD a couple more years, and you could even say he's better than LeBron at some point.
as a scorer, yes.
Okay, yeah,
As a
okay.
scorer, yeah. All three of those people that you said are better. Shit, Dwayne Wade was probably a better scorer than LeBron in his prime.
Yeah, but see, I respect LeBron, man. I actually like LeBron, but when you talking about the best, man,
I'm just saying overall as a basketball player, man, just to do everything. Like I tell you all the time, right? If I have a team, if I'm drafting and I got the number one pick and I got a team that has some players and I just need one piece, give me Kobe or Jordan or Kobe. But if I
Mhm.
got a team full of young people that ain't ready and we ain't gonna go nowhere and I'm building and I want to give me LeBron because LeBron is gonna make that team better. Jordan and Kobe will score a bunch of points, but we won't get nowhere with them.
I can agree with that.
That's all
Wait,
I'm
wait,
saying.
wait, 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 wait. But not with Jordan though. Maybe Kobe,
Where did
not Jordan.
what you
That
mean?
was at the end. If you're talking about the Wizards,
I'm talking
bro.
no. I'm talking about in the beginning. When he first
But
went
he
to the
was,
Bulls, when Phil
yeah,
Collins, when Collins was their coach, I think his name was Phil Collins. They
I
didn't
think
they didn't get past like
it took a minute, didn't it? Did it
well, they
what, like
needed
3
Scottie Pippen.
years?
They got Scottie Pippen. They got Phil Jackson. They got a couple. Phil put a couple pieces in that triangle. So I'm just saying, without the coaching, without Phil Jackson, without the coaching, without anybody, if I just had a team that I wanted to get somewhere that didn't have anything, I would take LeBron over Jordan or Kobe because he's gonna make them better, the team better.
But see, that's what that same thing was done by the Bills, the Bulls GM, Jerry, what's his name? He built that team. Like people didn't like that dude. I forgot his name. It was on what was the GM during that time? Nobody liked him.
Oh, you talk about
The
on that Jordan documentary.
yeah, that
I
like
forgot.
that
Yeah, I know what
was
you're talking about.
that was sort of like what he did, because the first year, Jordan didn't he win Rookie of the Year, Jordan,
Or yeah.
and he won a Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he was proving himself.
Yeah, Jordan was look right, but what I'm saying is they didn't get LeBron took um was Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Mo Williams. Who the hell else did they have? I don't even remember. James Jones, Damon somebody. He took them to the finals against the Spurs. Now they got swept, but I don't think if you take LeBron out and you put Kobe or Jordan on those teams, I don't think they get to the finals.
But you know what? It's just like what you said. There was just that one piece, and that one piece was LeBron. Now you can say, if you want to build a team from scratch, you want LeBron, right?
Yes, if I'm going from scratch and I need
Because he's proven himself.
right. If I'm just gonna be building and I ain't gonna have if I gotta, just do it the regular way and I gotta build through the draft and pick pieces up,
Right.
give me LeBron. But if I'm
Right.
got some pieces and I know I just need something, I just need something special. Or if I got some enough role players and a good enough coach, give me Jordan or Kobe.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to get people out of LeBron's way. And if you have those specific, role players, you could just have a bunch of role players and then LeBron.
Cam says she don't think Kobe could beat LeBron in the finals. If they were evenly matched, like the teams. I'm not talking about
I don't
LeBron
know,
and
man.
Kobe.
No.
I'm talking about their teams. If LeBron team and Kobe team were evenly matched, if everybody was a push and they were the deciding factors, I think Kobe.
Given,
I think Kobe
yeah,
going because I just think Kobe gonna score 60.
and he's clutch. LeBron James is not overall.
Yeah, I just think Kobe will score 60. That's all. That's why Cam's.
But we do need to take a pause because I gotta use the restroom.
Well, go ahead. I'll keep the people entertained.
All right, man.
I'll talk about your bedspread over there in your office. What's that what's that picture on the where it say family? What's that picture?
We don't have nothing in there yet. It's a picture of a white baby.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's just the regular one.
Yeah.
Well, Cams, I will tell you this. Bron, it's not that I would say he's not clutch. We just haven't seen it. He's passed up a lot of opportunities to prove that until the past maybe 4 or 5 seasons when he had to kind of take over. That's when he did it. So until then, I don't know. He's clutch now. I will say he's clutch now, but in the beginning, not so sure. But Marcus is taking a little break, so I'm here by myself with my bleach background. We're talking about if Kobe and Jordan were in the finals with a team that was matched up evenly, who would win? I'm giving it to Kobe. My sister says she's gonna go with LeBron. She's in the comments. I personally just think Kobe will score 30. 60 on LeBron, and there's nothing nobody can do to stop him. So that's kind of what we're going with. And Marcus should be back here in a minute. I hope everyone is having a great Saturday morning. We're trying this live, so we just did it early so we can see what we can do. We had a bunch of tough technical difficulties, and I think Marcus is taking a boo-boo. So you gotta bear with me for a while. We'll get back to it. We're going to get into the top 5. So me and him are different age brackets. I'm about 8 years older than him, maybe 10. Our top 5 today is going to be video games and NBA players. So we're going to go with that one as soon as he gets back. Here he comes. There we go,
son.
And we're back.
We back.
Yes. And Cams was saying she can't believe you said LeBron is not clutch.
Yeah, it's it's a known fact. It's proven.
Well, I
This
said
is
he hasn't been clutch in the beginning, but the past like 4 or 5 years he had when
so the majority of this man's career, he
Basic.
has not been
I wouldn't say
clutch.
clutch though. I just say he wasn't. He
In the
just
finals
he made
when
it, but he made the see what people call clutch, right? He made the right decision. So sometimes is the right decision to shoot over 4 people or
Ray
is it to
Allen's
pass to the open person?
Ray Allen or LeBron James more clutch? No, shoot. No. That's too easy. Fisher from the Lakers
LeBron James.
or LeBron James clutch.
LeBron James. Give me LeBron James. First of all, here's why. Fisher has to be open, right? It's an easier shot to be sitting there wide open, right? Nobody's going if LeBron got the ball with 5 seconds left and Fisher got the ball with 5 seconds left, they're probably going to
And
double
we've seen
LeBron.
it. Not even, don't say 5 seconds, say 0.5 seconds, 0.8
Okay.
seconds.
Give me LeBron. He's 6'9".
This
But
is different. This is a
I'm
different
saying with somebody
clutch.
checking him. I'm just, oh my God, here you go. It's
This is
different
a-
clutches now. Now we're going
Finals. Game 7. 0.8 seconds on the clock. Ray Allen or LeBron James shooting the ball.
Ray Allen. That's a no-brainer.
That's the clutch I'm talking, winning champion, because that's when you're talking about professional sports, bro. You're talking about the percent, that 0.5 percentile of
But that's what I'm. But
skill that
okay,
is
but
considered
if we got 2 seconds,
crazy.
If we got 2 seconds, and they got to create their own shot, give me LeBron. So it's just different scenarios, man. That's what I'm saying.
But LeBron's proven this. He's proven that he can't do that. He can. It's possible. He's a great player. He's one of the best in the world.
He did it his last year in Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm saying overall. We talking overall. I'm talking overall. He's been clutch lately.
Everybody just love to hate LeBron, boy.
I like LeBron. I'm just talking about.
I hate LeBron, boy.
I like LeBron James.
Now, but let me say this: Jordan is my favorite player, so it's not like I'm not like I'm saying LeBron's my favorite player. Jordan is my favorite player, but overall, as a basketball player, man, I just think if I was to pick one, I would probably pick LeBron.
Now, now you got, you can play. There's some good players out there. It's looking real good. The NBA is actually looking better than it has in the past couple, years, as far as players on different teams and just, the almost like how the 90s were, were when every team almost had a potential superstar, or, almost every team was, had at least 2 players that you consider really good.
It's a lot of good teams. So, we'll see. But since we are talking about basketball right now, give me your top 5 NBA players of all time. Your 5. Now, we're not saying who was the best. Just your favorite players.
I wrote them down.
All right.
I wrote them down. Let me see if Cam, I got your messages. Look. you gotta go back and you gotta look, Cam. You gotta go back and you gotta get out of this you gotta get out this generation mentality of who the best player is. You gotta go back 20 years and compare the game, and you'll see that MJ is the best.
Like I said, he's my favorite player, but just as an overall basketball player, 6'9", 260, can do everything, can score, give me 25, give me 8 assists, give me 8 rebounds, give me a couple blocks, steals. I'm just taking LeBron.
Hey, I like LeBron a lot. That's probably one of my top 10 guys, of all time. But okay, so when I thought about this, I didn't want to just go all out like modern day basketball players. I mean, what's going on now, only because
Just who you like. It don't matter, because some of mine ain't my favorite
right,
players. I don't even know if I think I may have one or two modern day players in there. Maybe.
right. I mean, just for like foreshadowing when we do NFL,
Yeah.
one of my top favorite players is of all time is Steve Smith Jr.
Oh, of course.
Or senior, I think. But I
Senior.
like,
He's
yeah,
senior.
that's one of my favorite players just because, and that kind of reflects what I got with the NBA because some of
Okay.
my guys are, tough. I would just one isn't. But number 5 is Shaq. I like Shaq because
Mhm.
he was just a dominant dude. They changed
Most
the rules
dominant,
because of him.
most dominant ever. Well, he probably, if they would have called all the fouls on Shaq that they should have, his games probably would have took 4 hours
Yeah.
because they fouled him every time he touched the ball.
And he still got the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of my guys because I like playing. Well, I used to like playing down low. I don't think I could do it anymore. But Russell Westbrook is my
Right.
4th because you talk about somebody that can just do whatever he want. I mean,
Athletic,
scoring
probably the most athletic point guard we've ever had.
exactly. I like his tenacity. I like how he plays with a lot of passion,
Mm-hmm.
and I like how he talks a lot of junk. I just like players who are super confident
Yeah.
and who could back themselves up. And Russ is that guy. I think that he gets in his own way. He gets in
Oh,
his own way.
definitely.
So
Cam said. Cam said she know basketball. Don't do that.
well, you obviously don't know basketball if you think LeBron James is the number 1 player of all time. Come on, man. Good. Just do your research. That's all I'm saying. The NBA. You should have. I expect a clear report from you on why Michael Jordan is the best. That's your homework. All
Yeah.
right. Number 3, Steph Curry. I just like his light skin powers. I'm light skin. He light skin. He shoot threes. I try to shoot threes. I just like Steph
Oh,
Curry all
y'all
around.
damn near brothers, huh?
We brothers. And plus, he's a man of God. He loves his wife. I like his, all that stuff.
I feel you.
Steph is dope. Number 2 is Dennis Rodman.
Huh?
Dennis Rodman
Is your number 2 player.
is my number 2 player of all time. And let me tell you why.
Please explain this.
Because he was the pivot point for your team when they needed a switch. Like the defensive abilities this dude had was amazing. He could stop a run in one play from a crazy block to something defensively that can just shift the whole mood of a team. And you can see that when he played for Detroit because he won a championship with them. Then he got real crazy and good when he played for the Bulls.
Oh,
so Bill, I keep saying Bills, but
yeah.
Dennis Rodman really helped that team, those Bulls teams, be dominant, especially on defense. I mean, you couldn't.
I understand that, but number 2 is pretty high. But
that's because the way I play my game, I'd want to emulate how he played.
Oh, so that's how you play. You the everything man out there.
I'd rather just because I can't score. I cannot score points. I am the worst. I can't. My layups. I'd be so nervous going in there. I'm not good at all with that. But on defensively, I'm good.
Okay.
So that's why I like Rodman that much. But number 1 is Michael Jordan. I've been talking about this man all god dog day.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan, just out of this world NBA player that had very humble beginnings and won every final he was in. Every single final he won. There was my homeboy Brandon. He wrote a post and said that nobody is talking about how mediocre. Well, not verbatim, but he was basically saying Michael Jordan played mediocre teams in the finals, and I was like, but that's not right. But he played against Utah was dominant. Utah was crazy.
Utah was good.
But But if you think about it,
I will say this:
that's how good the Bills.
Jordan never played against. There was no other wings in Jordan's era until Kobe came that were as like dominant wings like they are now. There's a lot of good wings out there in the NBA compared to what they have now. Like I think Clyde Drexler, you can say maybe Dominique Wilkins, but I'm just saying as far as a talented wing like Jordan who can do everything, I don't really think there was. I don't think back.
He was the pivot. He was the pivot for the NBA, just like Allen Iverson was, just like LeBron James. I think LeBron James was more of a pivot than Kobe Bryant for the game. Kobe Bryant adapted and just accelerated. That's
Well,
how
yeah,
I
he
think.
he just emulated Jordan's game. So,
And he just was the bomb.
all right. So let me give you my list since your list was Jai kind of.
Do you think, okay, let's hold on real quick before you go. Starting
Uh-huh.
five. Do you think this is an all-star team? Could this team be the best team in NBA?
Who was number 5?
Shaq. Prime.
What was Shaq and Jordan? Yeah, just you don't even got to add nobody else. Of course,
Yeah.
just with those two. Yeah. Of course.
Okay. All right, let's see what you got.
Okay, so my 5, at number 5 is Allen Iverson. I like Iverson just because he was small and he was dominant. He came in there killing everybody and the crossover. I started playing basketball really after Allen Iverson. I watched, but when I first started playing basketball, all I had was a crossover, one move. Whoop, that's all I can do is cross. That's it.
And you stayed
Allen
in that
Iverson.
direction. You cross and just keep
just
going
went,
that way.
And went the other way and came. That's it.
Oh, you came back. Okay.
I came back. Boop boop. That was it because I couldn't really dribble left, so I would cross to my left and bring it right back.
Yeah. Okay.
But I got the crossover from Iverson, so that was my number 5. Number 4 is Kobe.
Okay.
And he's lower on my list just because his style was kind of emulated from Jordan's. It wasn't really his own, when
Right.
Allen Iverson came in, that was his style of play. Nobody played like that.
Right.
So Kobe is number 4. Number 3 is Shaq because nobody can stop Shaq. It's just when he played, even in Orlando, I was really mad when he left Orlando with him and Penny because I thought,
Penny kept getting hurt.
Kept getting hurt.
That would have been the team of the decade because they would have built around them too.
Yeah, and number 2 was as far as just favorite players, Tracy McGrady.
Yeah,
I love Tracy McGrady. Just his length, and he can shoot over everybody, and he was long. His game was like real relaxed, almost to the point where you thought he wasn't even trying, but he'd give you 40 points. And number 1, Jordan. That's everybody's favorite, basically from my age group. Just because what he did, you want to be like Mike. I used to watch the cartoon with him, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky.
Snap! I think I remember that.
I forgot what it was called, but it was Bo Jackson, Wayne Gretzky, and Michael Jordan. I used to wake up every Saturday morning to watch that.
That's a good list, man. I think your number 2 was Kobe, right?
No, my number 2 was Tracy McGrady.
Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
He was one of those guys that was just I think he got caught under the Kobe.
Well, he got hurt. Tracy McGrady just got hurt a lot,
Right.
Because when he was in with the Rockets, he was going crazy.
Did they ever go to the finals with them?
I don't think him and Yao made it. Cam.
They would always go against LA.
Cam said Bill Russell was her number 4. Where you get Bill Russell from?
Bill Russell ain't no joke.
I understand that, but I don't even remember watching any of Bill Russell's.
Was he a player coach? He was a player coach, right?
I don't know if that was him or Will. Yeah, I think it was him. Or was it Will Chamberlain? It was one of them.
No, Will Chamberlain wasn't no player coach. Hey, Cams,
if you still in here, was Bill Russell a player coach?
I think he was. And then they stopped that because he won like what? That's when the game was soft. That's why I don't consider like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar like I mean, he's a great player. Not only he's a Hall of Fame guy, but when you're comparing the best against the best,
But then again,
the league was soft
eras,
though,
it's just era. Well, that's when the league was what
getting his foundation
yeah,
together.
it's
But
everybody.
he
That's when people used to just walk around with the ball dribbling in front of them like this.
Pistol Pete, man, people don't. Pistol Pete was dope with the handles.
Yeah.
He get
Uh-huh.
you them assists that you need. That's why he's a
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
So I guess, but let's switch gears real quick.
Okay,
What video games are you playing right now? If you are playing any,
the Breath of the Wild.
and what is that about?
That's a Zelda game on
Oh, really?
Switch. The game is massive, bro. The game is massive. I mean, it's like it's like the map of the game is so large that it allows you to warp to one end of the world all the way over to the other end. It's one of them open world games that you
So
can do whatever you
multiple
want.
people. Is it like a multiplayer online game? So you play against?
No, it's a solo game,
Okay.
one player game, but it's frustrating, but it's actually a good game. That's what I'm playing right now. But
Mhm.
I mean, it's so much fun that
I actually, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I whipped out my old Sega Master System.
the Master System.
That's before the Genesis.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
whipped
even
that
know
out.
they had that
No,
available here.
I bought this the Sega Master System maybe about like 15 years ago. And I've just kept it. I just whipped it out just to see if it was working or not, see what it was about.
Dang,
And
is it turned back on?
yeah, it worked and everything, but it's just janky. I can't believe we were entertained by that kind of shit.
I mean, the Nintendo was janky too.
Oh, super janky.
I mean, it was sorry. You can play them games on an old Nokia phone.
Yeah, you can now.
But
So if video games, and this is all time, right? Since we're gonna talk about video, that's why I was kind of segueing into that. Which
right.
what are your top 5 video games? Like, and this can be with childhood and any
Yeah.
kind of thing. What are your top 5 video games that
So
you?
I had to change one of them
Mhm.
because we just started talking.
You want me to
But
go first and let me tell and that because I already
yeah,
had
you
mine.
go. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So 5 is for the Nintendo system is Zelda.
Okay.
That was
That's
the
actually a
first.
good game.
Oh, I love that game. We used to have to find all the hidden things and burn the bushes and all that and go and defeat. That was the first like real role player game that I've ever played. So
Right.
Zelda. Then we go to Madden. Playing Madden. I used to
That's a
remember
given.
we used to have like little tournaments over my Uncle Boo house. We go over there and play Madden. And
I didn't get into Madden, bro,
really,
until Michael Vick. That was the first Madden game. His
interesting.
2004. I just couldn't get into foot. I didn't like football like that.
Mhm.
I was baseball all day, so
Okay.
I didn't really get into Madden. And I think I tried to play. I didn't understand the game to even want to play the game, play
Yeah.
Madden. But yeah, go ahead.
NBA, not shit. I ain't had that on there. I was about to say, Mortal Kombat, the very first one.
Ah, yeah.
We used to, back in when I was living in the projects, we used to sneak up to the pizza place at about like, I think I was like 12. We might have been 11, 12. And we used to go to the pizza place and sneak up there and about 1 o'clock in the morning be playing because they used to close at 2:30. We'd be in there eating pizza playing Mortal Kombat. So
What?
yeah, that's kind of why.
Yeah, $20 worth of coins.
Always, yeah. You go get to we be because it'd be a bunch of people in there though. It wasn't just us. It'd be
Yeah,
because that was like one of the last spots open
right.
to eat. Yeah. So which one was that? Number
That was 4 or Madden. You Mortal Kombat's 3.
yes, Mortal Kombat is 3. Then we start getting a little Call of Duty Modern Warfare
All
2.
right.
That's
Okay. The
Modern Warfare
second
2
one.
though. Yes, Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2. That's when I first started playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And that shit almost ruined my marriage. This is the second game that almost ruined. This is the second video game that almost ruined my marriage because I would just come home and play that shit. Hey, hon, kiss around and cheek. Time to go kill somebody.
He
And
wasn't.
and the very first game, I wasn't as bad with this one. It got a little rocky, then I cut it off because I learned from this game here. This is the game that really almost ruined my marriage because I was highly addicted to this game.
Hold on, let me guess. Since you said it like that,
Like I was highly addicted to this game.
Is it a sports game?
Mm-mm.
Is it an action game?
Shooter game.
Wait. You said Call of Duty, right?
I said Call of Duty is number 2.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, it was for the PS2.
Oh, I know what it is.
What?
SOCOM.
SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs, baby. Man, that was the first time I had got introduced to an online shooter. Never played any online shooter games before. So had the mic, hearing people, that shit was just like crack, bro. It just blew my mind. And I didn't want to do anything but play that goddamn video game.
I couldn't get into SOCOM, one, because you had to have online capabilities on your PS2. And we didn't have internet like that at that time. And I didn't have that backup. I didn't have that thing to connect to the PS2 to connect to the online anyway. So I never was able to get into it, and I wasn't into that type of guy. I like them little goofy ass games.
Man, look, it's different because you're talking to people, right? So I had moved. What happened is I had moved to Michigan. So I used to play with one of my cousins, Jason, and I'd be on there, and then we have a clan, and then you go in the room and you play against other people, and these people all over, the country, some people out of, all over the world, and you go in these different rooms, you had these clan battles, man, and that shit just be so intense, and everybody, we even had like a MySpace page for one of my, for one of the clans.
Oh, y'all was one of the innovators of all this. What's going on?
Man.
Well, SOCOM was regarded as one of the
oh my God, that game was amazing.
Ever.
Like I didn't want to do anything but play. I would play that game for literally 4 to 5 hours a day after getting off of work.
Dang, and you were married at that time.
I was married with kids. No, I had 8. I had Bryant. Tamron was coming. I get off of work. Hey, hon. Hey, little man, how you doing? Oh, is that little baby in the oven doing good? All right, screw you guys.
Yeah, you would have been jacked up.
No, she let me know, like, yo, you playing that game too much. You need to pick the game or us. I was like, all right, fuck this game. I cut that shit cold turkey.
Dang, that's hard.
No, it wasn't. It was like, once you look at what you're doing and like, yo, your woman over here and pregnant and you over here playing this goddamn video game, it was like, all right, I'm being an asshole.
That's good, man. Some people just keep going and say, forget it. I don't care.
Nah.
Oh, she'll turn around.
Nah, hell no. Because I realized what I was doing. You started looking like, you looking at the clock. I done came home. I done got home at 10 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just now going to sleep. And then I got to wake up and go to work at 2 o'clock.
Good grief, bro.
Yeah, I was fucking going crazy.
How did you maintain your sanity with no sleep like that?
Dude, playing that video game had you fucked up, bro. You don't realize that shit. I'll be going to work tired as well. What happened was I just wasn't spending enough time with my family. Because I go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, wake up about 12, leave for work at 1, come home, hop on the goddamn video game.
Well, Lene at first didn't understand my love of the games, but I have a ton of games that I haven't even touched yet. And I'm just dying to beat them. I'm the type of guy that likes to play those, get all the achievements. Yeah. That's what type of gamer I am. I gotta be the best person before I go to this boss or whatever. But because a lot of my games that I have on my top 5, they're large games, right? They're these open world, RPG type games. And they take so much time, and that's why I was talking about that Zelda game.
Mhm.
You could literally spend 100 hours on that and still not complete 100% of the game. You might
Yeah.
beat the final boss, but whatever. My top five. The fifth one is Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. I
Yeah, I've
love.
heard of them. I don't know anything about them.
Don't play them because you gonna get hooked. And Red Dead Redemption is based on the Wild Wild West.
I think my son
So
might have beat that game.
he probably did. He probably did in like 50 hours less.
You
Or
said it's
shoot,
based on the Wild Wild West.
it's a Western based game, but think of the Western Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. Um, I beat the game, but I still got tons of stuff that I need to do. But I don't know if I'll ever do it. I'll just be going around committing crimes and stuff just because it's boring. But another game, and a lot of these games, you and whoever's watching this, they probably like, what? But this next game is called Mass Effect.
Okay.
Mass Effect is if you like Star Trek and you like those sci-fi drama shows and stuff, Mass Effect is dope. It's another open world game. You're a commander of this spaceship, a
Okay.
part of this federation, and you got to go stop these alien. Well, Mass Effect 2 is considered the best of all of them. It's three of them. Well, it's four of them out,
Mm-hmm.
but the second one is considered the best. But
And have you beat like Red Dead Redemption? Have you beat that one and Mass Effect already?
I beat okay.
Okay.
Mass Effect is pretty old. It's about 2013 maybe,
Mhm.
but I love that game. I went 100% on that game. And Red Dead Redemption, I beat 1 and 2. Third one, this one isn't an open world game, but I love horror games. I like those action horror games, and
Oh, I about
it's
to say, is it Silent Hill?
no, it's
Okay.
Last of Us.
All right,
The
I've never
last
heard of that one.
Don't play that. Well, you can play that, and it's fun. Last of Us it deals with this one character. The first one, it deals with the character. Well, there's a zombie-ish type outbreak
Mm-hmm.
of this fungus that turns people into crazy people, and it just causes them to be disfigured and stuff. And so, 20 years after it happened, you play this guy who has to transport this little girl through the country, through like post-apocalyptic country,
Mm-hmm.
to to get to this hospital because she's immune to the disease, right? And so they're trying to get her to this group of people to come up with a cure. And so,
Okay.
it during like the beginning of everything happening, he lost his daughter, right? So this little girl kind of is a redemption of having a daughter, and so he gets attached to her as they travel through the country. And then you're facing these different type of foes, like people, the monsters, and like it's real cinematic. It's like a movie. It's like you playing a movie, but you're so you are connected with the characters and all that stuff. But it's a good game. I
Okay.
recommend you play that.
Did you play Silent Hill since you like scary games?
I played Silent Hill, Resident Evil. Yeah.
I played that game one time by myself and it was dark. Turned that shit off and turned on every light in the house. I was like, oh hell no, this shit too spooky for me, bro.
The first and second Silent Hill, they're both crazy, creepy, and it's different creepy. I don't know if you play. Well, there's a Silent Hill.
I didn't play after. Look, I played the first one at night. Like I was playing it during the day, me and my cousin. And I played that shit at night by myself one day in the room, and it was dark as fuck. And I was like, oh fuck no! I turned on every light in the house. I ain't played that game after that. I think I might have took that shit and traded it in.
Man, I love Resident Evil. I love it. Barbara bought me Resident Evil 2 when it came out.
Oh, really?
And she looked at that game. She said, "You sure you want this?"
Man,
I said, "Yeah."
Fuck that game.
But I was a beast at that game. Like I could play Resident Evil in the dark by myself. Like I was so not even scared.
Well, I'm talking about Silent Hill. So Resident Evil, I was cool with. Silent Hill, like I said, I started that shit and
Yeah,
that little girl, and she was trying to lead me different directions. I said, nah, I seen that before. Little white girl pointing down the hallway. You're not gonna get me.
But
Yeah. So
yeah,
what's your next one?
God of War, the one that just came out, not the ones before, but the latest God of War.
Mhm.
That's an open world game. It's dope because I like how you play as the Kratos, and he has a son, and it's kind of like a father-son journey, and it kind of brings you, it connects you, especially if you're a dude and you were close with your dad like I am.
Yeah.
You don't, it kind of builds a bond with that bond you have. It builds up the bond that you have with your current father with that game. That's why a lot of dudes love that game because it's like I said, boy and
Okay.
his dad. But
Well,
fun game.
I probably wouldn't love that game then.
Nah, you know what? You will. It's so much fun.
Maybe
It's not just,
maybe me and my son will love that game.
but it is a one player game. But it's if you turn it on, you play like first couple minutes, you'll get hooked. The last one is GoldenEye.
Now,
That's
was
my
that
favorite game.
is that for the we used to
Nintendo.
play James Bond for the GameCube, 007. But look,
Yeah.
it'd be four of us and it was a shooter game. We'd be trying to kill each other in the room.
Yep.
You remember what I'm talking? Is that it?
No, this GoldenEye was on the Nintendo 64.
Mm.
And it was the first it was like one of the first multiplayer shooters ever. And it's considered one of the greatest games because that changed the whole landscape of video games in that first person shooter.
Yeah, Marlon said he couldn't. He just texted me, said he couldn't comment on our video. Remember, Marlon, we had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. And Cam's could. I don't understand it. Oh well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that got. I don't know why. Anyway, he a little nigga. Anyway, he okay.
What up, Marlon?
Hey, and I used to give Marlon buckets. Oh my God, we talked about this so much, but that's one thing I do miss is giving him buckets because he swear.
He good.
He swear he's a defensive specialist, but he just foul you so much.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's not defense.
And I don't like calling foul anyway. Yeah. I don't really like calling foul. So if you're watching this, I was about to say Marcus, Marlon, whenever you ready, I'm willing to relive some memories and give you buckets.
Yeah, that's not defense, Marlon. If you got to foul somebody from scoring, that's called dirty play. Yeah, that's called.
He was like he played like what's the dude for the Knicks? Charles Oakley.
Oh. Yeah, you're not in the Hall of Fame, bro. No.
I'm just playing. And I remember one time we was playing ball and
he fell.
No, I don't know how he did it, but he bust Casey. His finger went like all up in this dude Casey, one of my boys Casey, we be hooping with. His finger was all up in.
If it was in slow motion, it probably looked like he was touching his face.
Yeah, it looked like he was just touching his tooth gently.
Foul. I fouled you.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, but I think that's it, man. And we went live.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna wrap this shit up.
Yeah,
see how it go. And next time we'll figure something else out. We just threw this shit together. We got on.
Yeah, I think we can. I think it's good to go ahead and go live from here on out. Record it and go live. Yeah. Well, I still want to bring on my homeboy. We should have a special sports edition of the show where we just discuss maybe some major storylines happening.
Yeah, we can probably bring him and Marlon on.
Yeah, I got two homeboys.
Yeah, look, he just texted me. I don't want to show his number.
I didn't foul. I can't. No, it's too bright.
Too bright. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, he just called me an asshole.
I gotta see this dude play. I gotta see him play.
Yeah, you gotta see him play. He look, he's hustle, man. But just know if you like physicality, he's gonna be physical. He's everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
You
little
know,
motherfucker.
that's almost like how I play. I'm everywhere too.
Oh my God, y'all can't be on the same team. Then
But I don't
we ain't
foul.
got enough players. Oh yeah, right.
I don't foul on nobody on purpose.
Whatever. Oh, I don't think he fouls on purpose. I just think that's just how he just play like he
No,
ain't trying. He ain't letting you score. You're not gonna score if you score on
that's on
Marlon.
purpose.
No, if you score on him, you deserve it.
Well, shoot.
Yeah. If you score on him, you deserve them points. They were well earned. Yeah, but again, thank you guys. We about to sign out straight to the banks. We're gonna put it back up on YouTube and put it back out here too. But I think we're gonna start going live from now on. I don't know if we're gonna go live through Zoom or we may try something called OBS. That's another you know what OBS Streamlabs is, Marcus?
It's probably like Anchor.
Something like that. So we may either go through there or which one. He said you'll score 4 out of 10 times. The other 6, I'll lock you up. Get the hell out of here. I'll score at least 9 on your ass. I wish you can get in the comments. Janky ass YouTube. I mean, Facebook page. See, your Facebook page ain't letting you comment because on this live, you can't lie.
You can't lie on here,
you can't put no lies in the comments, Marlon.
You can't lie, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But all right, thank you guys for watching, and
yeah, if you please
comment, let us know what you want to hear us talk about, and go to YouTube straight and put in Straight to the Bank, subscribe, like, and watch our past videos.
Yeah. Most definitely. Okay. I don't know how to sign off. Do we just say bye?
We just say bye? Yeah, we just say bye. All right. Let's end this live. Wait, how the fuck you do it? Yeah, stop live. Boom. All right.